Hey all, okay. We are at Pocono, struggling really badly. Um, no points, no stage points. We started off with like a top 8 car. We made some adjustments and they didn't work. And then we had a late caution and we couldn't get any stage points. We're really struggling with the car. We're about a half a second a lap off the leader, running full out. Caution. Well, there goes my plan. Yeah, was gonna save some gas and try to make it to the end that way. Yeah, we're just off. 32 remaining. It's almost a full fuel run. We're gonna be screwing. Because it's gonna get it builds tight and then it slides. So I can't really. So I'm Hail Marying it all over the place because it's too tight. It's building tight, but it's wearing the right rear. So it's like the worst of everything because I can't just make one type of change because it's just not going to work because something else is going to screw with it. On top of that, my left front tire is wearing like you would not believe. If you watch it, that thing just goes down. I might not make it to the end of the left front tire. I did make a big change, which helped it. So actually, I might make it now. But it was a 50 lap run. Figure go as far as I can and figure out if I can make it, next time here. But I didn't get that far, did I? And then I said, you know what? I just need a top 10. Oh, pretty high race like rookie league racers. Yeah, but we slide a lot, and we are not confident in what the car will do at any given point. So you see me, I'm driving it like a dirt car. Steering wheels all over the place. Because you get to one point in the turn and it does one thing. You get to the next point in the turn, it does something else. You get to the exit, it does something else. So it's like, and then it changes as the tires wear. That's about the best it's handled. I mean, we've been tuning on it. I was trying to figure out, because what it was initially doing was after like 10 laps, it was just building tight from the middle off in 1 and 3. Keep forgetting how slow they get in the middle of the turns in a line. I didn't do that. It's not a lot of damage, but remember, I don't have a 100% aero car, so I already have 95% aero, so I don't need, 90. But anyway, so it's building tight, and it's like burning the right rear off, but not bad. But it was burning the left front off. So I'm like, I'm not even making it to the end of it. I mean, as you can see from the tire wear, it's got an X pattern on it, which is not horrible, but it's in a way that has been getting worse as the run goes on. The best was the first stage when it was unstable and too loose. Yeah. Well, I did learn something running in fourth gear. Sometimes you slow things down a little bit, you learn some stuff, and this is a track that I love. I know a lot of guys don't like it at all, but this is a track that I love. It's 3 unique turns. Turn 2 is Indy, so I tend to be the best in turn 2, and I was the worst in turn 1. Now I got turn 1 and 3, 1 and 2 about equal. It's turn 3 that tends to be hit or miss, and unfortunately, turn 3 leads onto the longest straightaway. So you can be okay in the other 2 turns. I think you got to be really good in 2 also, but you have to be good out of turn 3 to get the have top finishes here consistently. And I struggle with it at times. That's way too slow. Now again, I'm at a little disadvantage with only a 95% aero car, but there's more going on here. And I did take my best setup, which was a Cup setup, or Gen 6 Cup setup, and adapted it. And it got this car is a lot faster, but here's one of those quirks of the Heat games. I didn't run a 53.2 today, unfortunately. 53.7 is the fast, but I had run a 53.5 when I was practicing and such by myself, no draft. And you know, the first couple laps, but it wasn't consistent. It was consistent offline, and then you get in a race, and it's like the track changes. So little quirks that are like, it's no big deal, all of a sudden be like, you know, I'm hitting the wall every time I go through that turn. So I have determined the issue is weight balance. And I have a 52.1 front weight, because these cars tend to like about 52 weights. But I've noticed in some of the ovals, I've gotten some really fast Xfinity setups, much faster than I've had in the past for me, by lowering that front weight to about a 51.6. And the Xfinity car seems to like that. And then here's a quirk I found also. The truck doesn't like that. The truck tends to like a really high front weight, you know, in some relatively, you know. So if I'm like 51.6 on a Xfinity car, and the truck, you know, maybe a 53.7, that's a huge difference. But the truck is weird, and I think they actually took that into account. It's not just an aero brick, but you know, I used to sell pickup trucks, like cars, and one thing I know, I drove all of them, new, used, everything. And one thing I noticed about pickup trucks is when they're empty, they have a lot of weight on the front end. And I'm wondering if that bias, because you know, in a race car you can put the weight wherever you want, but I'm wondering if maybe the cab being in the front, aero-wise, puts more downforce on the front, or it does something to it that when you put tape on it, it tends to make your situation worse instead of like helping adjust it. Like in a Cup car and Xfinity, if I put the tape up, it tends to get looser. You know, go through the air quicker, but it tends to get looser off the turns in particular. In a truck, if I put the tape up, it tends to get tighter. And I think it's because the front end has so much downforce on it because the big cab's sticking up in the air like a tower. It pushes the front end into the track more. And that, you know, makes the front tires wear more. So it's totally different. My point is, totally different balance is needed for a truck to go the super fastest. Now, at a lot of tracks, we're not the super fastest. This is a track like Pocono. I know a guy. I ran with the guy that ran a 52.9 there. It was during a race, so it's usually good for a couple of tenths. But like the rest of us, I think we're like, I think that's a race that hit the 2. To be a full 3/10 faster, even in a draft, that's an accomplishment. So there is speed in these tracks, and even though that I know that was a draft lap, so it's getting a little middle off tight. That's why I'm losing the draft up here. 19 laps. It also starts to handle differently when it wears, but it's not in a predictable way. I mean, look at those wear marks, you know. Right rear is not bad. I mean, the rear tires are not bad. The left front is ridiculous. Right front to right rear is okay. The diagonal is weird. I got 1200 in the right front, spring wise. I got 60 tire pressure wise in the right front. And the damn thing is still wearing on the right rear. And a lot of that, I think, has to do with the fact that you have 3 completely different turns. And like, I think it's probably 2 of the 3 turns you're on the right rear, so you're wearing it more. And the other turn, you're all the way on the right front, and that's really hard to set up. Really hard to set up. Well, where I had my left front tire working better the run before this, very tight off here. It's not anymore. So I got 17 laps. We do 13 laps. We did about 13 laps, and we used 32%. So another 13 laps will get us down to 3-4 to go, and get us down to 30-something% on the left front. And then 3-4 more laps after that, and we should be okay, but we'll probably be in the teens or 20s on tire wear. But I am running in 9th place. I need to finish at least 10th. Starts to slide. And then when you try to catch it, it gets loose right at the end. And there's 10th place behind me, so I have to keep going. And I'm slowing down. Not looking good. What sucks is, you know, when you have a ill-handling car or a bad setup, you tend to drive the shit out of it. And you just, it's so helpless, and you're just like, yep, they're catching me. Yep, they're still catching me. Oh, that was, don't matter, they're still catching me. Here, see, this is what it was doing. Now I got more damage. Oh, and I got a caution. It's probably my fault, but I don't understand why it's doing that. I really, really, really do not understand. We're gonna go a little bit half and half here. Yeah, because we only got we only got 16 laps to go. Nobody's pitting, so I'm gonna end up coming out in Timbuktu, but let's see if I can make this work. I left the left side tire pressure down because it builds tight. I still got like, I have like 14, 15 laps to go. Yeah, 12, that's good, but after about 5 or 6 laps, it starts to get really bad. And I gotta get 17 spots in 12 laps. Damn. That screwed up my best chance to get the most spots right. Why didn't it fix my damage? Did I accidentally click on no damage? Oh man. Okay. It's not acting like it did at the beginning of the race. That's just the arrow that's hurting me. Oh well. It's been that kind of day, so what the fuck? I got on the curve there on purpose. Hope it turn a little bit. You gotta be careful in third gear here, because when you pull on the gas and you get too far onto that, it'll just spin you right out. Oh, it's tight. It's tight, or it's tight. Oh, it only took right side tires. What the hell? I didn't take rights only. Oh, that's messed up. I'll have to go back and look at it. I might have hit the buttons accidentally or something, but okay, well, there goes our 10th place finish. I wonder if it's tight. Could have taken a round the wedge out of it. Probably would be handling better. And just one of those weeks. Lots of mistakes this week. A lot of them didn't matter. This one's gonna matter big time. Well, I got 5 runs. I gotta get 2 top 10s, I believe. And this is a track that I can run good here. I can definitely have a top 10 car, but I struggle. That was looser, but not exactly in a good way. Ooh, yeah, we're loose in. Oh, the tires. Oh, let's find out if the left front will last. Wow. What a bumble car. But that happens sometimes. You know, in real racing, you know, sometimes your team messes up. And it happens. I can't even get past these 18, 17 place guys. It's terrible. See, the reason why I get so slow is it won't turn. It's tight in. And then it builds tight middle, but it's too loose the way I had it, and then it builds tight middle anyway. So I'm trying to figure that out. You know, I have a really good setup for Indy, and this is kind of like Indy except for turn 1. You know, fast straightaways leading into flat turns. This is banked, not banked a lot, I think it's banked 16 degrees or something. Turn 2 here is banked at 8 degrees, and turn 3 is banked at 6 degrees. 6 degrees is like New Hampshire, and some of the issues I had there I used to have in New Hampshire too. You can still have them. So if I was setting up for turn 2 or turn 3, I can get a really good setup for it. But then, turn 1, you're totally out to lunch. Oh, wow. This is the part of racing that I hate. Is when you know you pretty much have no chance whatsoever. You're not slow compared to these guys that you gotta pass, but you don't have the control that you need to get the consistent speed and even get up there and pass them. Earlier I was trying to pass somebody. I think it was John Hunter Nemeth. I passed him. He passed me back because I couldn't hold the line. I passed him, and he passed me back again. Yep. Okay, that's interesting. When you have worn tires on the left, one of the things that happens is the left side tires are at full pressure, you know, because they're hot already. And then it takes a while for the right side tires to catch up. So you can definitely be tight starting out. I'm about 5 miles an hour slower there. So I guess it's getting a little better because the right sides are catching up to the left. And I did loosen it up to gain some speed. See? It just won't hold the turn. Right now, that's probably the left side tires. Or I loosened it up too much, so I see the right rear is in that bad zone again. 30 degrees hotter. But the way it really feels is I have to get that left rear. That left rear is like dragging a damn anchor. So let's try this again, Hail Mary. 4 tires. Don't need fuel. I have no idea what it would do. Let's do this. That was all off. 29th. Let's see if we can get 19 spots. A lot of it's going to depend on this first lap. I feel there's only be 2 laps to go. And I will wait until we get to the line before I go past. Now we'll pull out. Not as bad as I thought. And I kind of threw it in there to get next to him, so I can have this momentum here. Nowhere near enough, though. Oh, it didn't turn. Oh, man. Oh, wow. I might have made it. Look how close I was. On the brake hard. Get some momentum. Oh, up to 12. 2 spots. Oh, if I don't scoot this up, I'd like to get by him. 4 turn 2. Thank you. I used to use the corner. Yes, 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 yes. You're 9th. Damn. Okay, we hit our goal after that horrible, one of the most horrible races I've had in a very long speed race. Okay, here we go. I caused a caution. That's how bad it was. Yeah, about here. Somewhere. So I'm going. I'm looking real good. That was turn 2. Yep. There, right there. Yeah. Bam. My fault. Then I realized we had a problem. And, you know, I pitted, got damage, I pitted, made an adjustment. It seemed not too bad, but we had I think we had another caution, and, you know, with 10 laps, you know, like 10 lap runs, it was definitely doable, but then we had a longer run, and it was just ridiculous. And that left front tire wear was a lot worse in the beginning. See, it just slides up. I'm going fast, but I gotta get it, like an Indy, you gotta get fast so it'll slide, but it won't slide into the wall, you know, so it's a very hard thing to get that side bite. I got damage there. I didn't cause that. Sometimes these guys do get into themselves, you know, on their own, as per the game. Yep, stage 2, no points. Yep. I was trying to go gas mileage wise. I was only 11 laps short. And remember, this is times 1. So in times 2, you can easily make up four laps without saving too hard. When you get beyond that, that's when, you know, you really gotta do things differently. And I know I have a bunch of things that work. So at a track like Pocono, I did not build this setup with gas mileage in mind, like, at all, and it's so stupid because I guess it's because when I feel I'm slow, I'm working on speed, I don't worry about gas mileage. I'm like, I don't care if we burn the whole tank up 2 laps short. I wanna all the speed I can get out of it, and then I'll deal with it. But it's bit me before. But when I get the setup to where I want it, like, say, like a Daytona or Talladega setup, then I do things, then I figure out, okay, I can have all this speed and then also have gas mileage if I need it, you know, kind of thing. And sometimes just getting the car to handle really well, like I've talked about before, you get better gas mileage. Drive it smoother, you know, on and off the gas evenly. When the car's, you know, handling, it's a beautiful thing. Look at this. There we go. Where are we? 19th place. No, we were like 24th. Last lap. Working our way through. Got in the top 10. Gotta hit the goal. Gotta get that sponsor money. Bam! And we got a 9 after a terrible race. We pulled out a decent finish. Yeah, the pole was like, the pole was like a 52.7. These AI on Legend at this track are serious. If I was not doing what I'm doing right now, and I was practicing like for this race, I would do one click down to Legend to practice a little bit more realistically. But these guys are like running like, they're not even hitting 54s, the leaders, you know, and that's stupid fast here. So yeah, got a lot of work to do at Pocono, but we're getting there. We're getting there. You know, sometimes a step forward in speed means a step back somewhere else, like we talked about. Let's look at it, 53.3 in the race. They're always slower in the race. I think because the qualifying is based on group qualifying where there's draft. So, like, you go to Daytona and Talladega qualifying, you're like second and a half off the pace. You know, starting 30th, 39th, something like that. You know, because you do group qualifying, you can fix that, but I prefer single car qualifying. Oh yeah, we abused the car today. That's not good because we got another couple speedway races. Yeah. And I didn't wreck you like 4 times, but you know. Okay, so the next race will be a cup race. Also at Pocono. Oh, good. I think I have a better setup for a cup car, but I might have adjusted it and such. I have all the Pocono stuff set aside, so I'll have to go through that, you know. And I didn't spend all my money, so we're up to 1.1 million. Another 2 million will get the Xfinity car 100, 100, and 100, which is my main goal. And then all we'll need is 300, 400,000 to top the team off, and then all we have to worry about is another speedway car. And then not super speedway, regular speedway. We'll be set. So thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, ask questions, anything. Hope you're enjoying seeing me struggle. See, 4 top 10s. We got 4 top 10s, 5 races. So we're good in cup. So we'll see you next time.